How do you feel about your husband's braids? Don't you ever? I mean, he can't really keep things from me. I was like, I'm sure we could sue them because how did you end up homeless with your husband? I can't even wrap my head around it. This is not for me. This is not what I want to be doing. This is not my life. How often do married couples have sex?
Easy now. Easy.
What I do, everybody, to grow more money, and I'm back with another video. Look at the consistency. Are you joking? Are you joking? Are you kidding? But anyway, if you're new here, thank you so much for joining. The protocol is on this channel that if you click on one of my videos, you have to go hit that subscribe button. Like now. Like you have to go like now and hit that subscribe button. And we'll wait for you to do that. Alright, thank you. And if you're returning, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me again. And both of you can go ahead and hit that like button because you already know that you're gonna like this video. Like you can already tell by the way that we have started it that you already like it. So just go ahead and do that and then you can come back. So from the title and from the thumbnail, you can already tell that we're doing a Q&A. So I posted up a Q&A on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me, jump scare. Anyway, please go follow me on Instagram. So I posted an anonymous Q&A on my Instagram and I was like, let's do a little Q&A, get to know me a little bit, ask the questions that you guys want to ask. So yeah, a couple of questions came through. A couple of questions were a bit too hectic for me, so I didn't really put them on the list, but a couple of questions are more than, which is a lot actually. I'm gonna be very candid and very open in this vlog. I mean in this video. I have a couple of questions and I'm just gonna read them exactly how you guys sent them. So question number 1 is, what are my dislikes? So I don't know how to answer that. I dislike inconsistency, which is funny because I'm so consistent on YouTube now, so you can't even like fault me on that. But there was literally a time, I don't know if you guys remember Ken and Deer, but they had like on their channel like a new vlog weekly or new video weekly, and it was before we knew about their breakup and they hadn't posted in a very long time. I was like, I'm sure we could sue them because it says they a video every week. It's been a month. Why isn't there a video? Like, but yeah, I don't like inconsistency. Sorry about that. Do you speak another language? I do. I speak 2 languages. I speak English and I speak Zulu, which is my mother tongue. But I'm not really that strong in my Zulu anymore as I was when I was younger. Would you allow someone to be your camera woman so they can make your life easy? Do you know what? If I could get another person, like when me and my husband travel together, if I can get like a third person who's like committed, who just loves taking content, I would love that. Like, I would genuinely love that. I would love that. Or a cameraman or whoever, you know? Do you love God? Of course. Like everything I have in my life is due to Him. Like everything I have, every happy moment, every breathing moment I have is due to Him. Like in this house, we are believers of God. We're not churchgoers because I feel like they're so tainted. Like churches are so tainted and so like weird. I don't like the way most churches like do things.
Wake up out of your sleep, wake up out of your sleep, wake up, I command you in the name of Jesus, wake up.
He's done a lot for us, and for us not to believe in Him would be a bit delusional, I think. That's in my opinion. We should talk more. How am I gonna know who you are if this was an anonymous Q&A? But I'm all open, speak. I'm like, talk. I'm not weird, a person like that. So if you want to talk to me, hit me up and I will respond. The only reason I wouldn't respond is if like I'm busy or if you say something weird, because I don't like entertaining weirdness. Like I literally answer everyone that texts me. Would y'all do a poly relationship? A poly relationship? I'm assuming you're like referring to me and my husband. No. Do you know though, we've seen like some poly relationships in Dubai and we're like, maybe we could get into it, but no, I don't like sharing like that. Like, I don't like sharing like that. So no.
Absolutely not.
How did you and Bae meet, and what do you do besides YouTube? Okay, so the how me and Bae met is a question so many people ask. Like, so many of you ask this question. It's a joke. Like, so I'm gonna answer it. So how him and I met, it's a long story. I think I should maybe do a story time, like a more in-depth story time about it. But basically, he saw me on one of his ex's like posts, like ex-girlfriend's posts. Her and I were friends, and then he went and he found me somehow. Yeah, he found me via Instagram, and then he DM'd me a couple times, and then I finally answered my DMs, and then the rest is history. Like, we got along, like we've been attached by the hip since. That's how we met. And then what do you do besides YouTube? This is also another question a lot of people ask. Like, what do I do for a living? I do marketing management, so I do marketing. And then I also run a couple of businesses with my husband, one being a trading one. So I manage like the business in terms of like the paperwork side and all that stuff. But then I also do have like, I guess you could call them side hustles, like e-commerce side hustles, which is something I suggest everyone get into. But I mean it, but I don't mean it, because then competition will be so hectic. But I mean it, but I don't mean it. E-commerce is really where it's at, where the bags are at. Like, try it out. COVID taught us that you cannot have one source of income. That is crazy. Like, you need to have 3 or more. That's just my personal opinion. You need to have 3 or more sources of income, and that's just what it is. What else? How old are you? You never heard of the saying, don't ask a lady how old she is? Also, in my last vlog, you guys were a lot of you were believing that I'm 19. Oh, he's in his mid-20s, dog. I'm only 19. Let's not even trip. I'm only 19 years old. So, I'm not 19, but if you, like, please continue believing that. I am 23 years old. I am turning 24 in June. Not me almost forgetting my age. I am literally entering my mid-20s this year, which is so nerve-wracking. Like, what do you mean? I can't even wrap my head around it. But yeah, your favorite color. My favorite color is definitely pink. 100% pink and sometimes purple. Those 2 colors, chef's kiss. What's the age difference between you and Bae? 6 months. His birthday is January the 23rd. My birthday is June the 16th. So we're literally born in the same year, 1999, but like in different months. So it's like literally like 6 months. You and Bae look well off. Do you mind sharing some of your streams of income? It's not because I'm nosy or anything like that, like how most people think. As a 21-year-old who's still figuring themselves out, I'm trying to get ideas on new opportunities and careers because you really inspire me. I inspire you? That melts my heart. Wow. Streams of income, definitely get into e-commerce. 100%. Like, have an online business. Whether you put your face in it or not, like this day, it doesn't really matter. Also, another suggestion that I have, if you get into it, take it with a grain of salt. Don't market anything in South Africa. And not on no hatefulness or any weird anything. It's just what it is. South Africans tend to have less disposable income than first world countries. So if you're gonna do e-commerce, do something like maybe like drop shipping or whatever you're doing. Even if you create your own products like by hand, use DHL. There's like DHL which delivers really, really quickly to like other countries. But don't market here predominantly because it is a bit harder to get like customers here, like more customers. And as a 21-year-old, you should be trying everything. You should really be trying everything. Like, look at me talking like I'm grown. That's literally what I'm still doing. I try everything, and whatever is successful, I stick with it and I run with it and I milk it dry. Like, that's what it is. At what age did you get married? And why haven't you posted your wedding pictures? I'm dying. Okay, so the marriage thing is a bit complicated if you're not really familiar with like the Zulu culture. Dal and I are not, I haven't walked down the aisle. And because both of us have such different cultures and different upbringings, it is important to us that we value each person's background. So with me, what we have done is he's paid lobola for me, and we have, you know, done the whole celebration thing and, you know, meeting family and whatnot. Paid lobola for me. So under Zulu tradition, I'm married, but with him, he still wants to propose and still wants to do the white wedding, which I'm also very excited for. It's just there was a bit of confusion because I wasn't involved in the process. I'm still gonna do a whole video on this, but I wasn't involved in the process like of the lobola thing. Like it was kind of like a surprise, and I was so excited, and it was beautiful. But ideally, you would propose, then pay lobola, then get married. We did lobola, and he's planning on proposing, which I know about. I just don't know when. And like, I mean, he can't really keep things from me, but you know what I mean. I probably just ruined it for myself now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, yeah, and then we're gonna do the white wedding, and I have a whole Pinterest board already ready that I'm so excited about, and we've spoken about like what we want and like where we want it and all those like nice like little details. Well, not details, but like those things. So we speak a lot about like our wedding, so it's still coming. Just we're busy, so not this year at all, and I don't know if next year, I don't know yet. Probably the year after. So it's not anything like we're trying to rush into, because it's still like goals that we want to meet first before we get married. Because after marriage, then it's babies, and then you know what I mean. And I want to be more settled. Then I don't want to be hitting the ground running. You know what I mean? How do you feel about your husband's braids? Don't you ever? Oh my God! Sorry. How do you feel about your husband's braids? Don't you ever wish he'll get rid of them one day and just get a cut? This sounds like they bother you. No, I love his braids. I love them. Like, I love them. And if he undid them and like got his hair cut, I would like it too. I don't know. Like, are you done with school? Yes. I'm planning on doing a course this year though, but that's not like full-on varsity degree vibes. But I'm so done with school. So done. How did you end up being homeless? We just going right in. How did you end up homeless with your husband, well then boyfriend, but you have parents and a home? That's actually a good question. It's a little deep, but I'm not gonna go too much into it because a lot of the intricate details are a bit personal. I'm not gonna go too deep in it, but the thing is, my husband's family was a tricky situation going on, and him and I were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and he hadn't met anyone in my family yet and on my side yet, and my family's a little bit strict when it comes to that, and also being like the first like child like in the immediate family, it was very weird for me to introduce him. So then we just decided we were going to do it ourselves. We just did life ourselves, and we really started from literally nothing, from like zero. Like literally the clothes on, ooh, the light turned off. We just had to, you know what I mean? We just had to make a plan. And we made a plan because it was also like, it wasn't the favorable conditions for also him to meet my family. Like I get like where he was coming from in terms of that. It wasn't the favorable conditions for him to meet my family when he wasn't, you know, well off. And you know, if you know how judgmental black people are, you just know. Like, so we wanted to get like a foundation first before the introductions, before all that stuff. And yeah, so we just had to do it on our own. Are you closer and your man's? I'm guessing you mean this by man's closer. I'm not closer, I'm Zulu. And my man's, his dad is American, of American background, and his mom is Xhosa. However, yeah, he grew up a lot of the time in America, that side. He did come school here for a while, but he was mostly that side. What does your husband do for a living? He's a trader and an investor. Who was the last dude you texted? The last dude I texted? It was my brother. how do you keep up with this? How do you keep up with this so much confidence? Me? Confidence? Girl, I'm not confident at all. No, I am. No, my confidence has grown very much over the last like 2 years. But I'm not someone you know as a confident person. I'm so goofy and I'm not comfortable at home, which is easier for me to then, show like that side of me on social media and stuff. But in person, I'm really like shy. Like I'm really shy, which comes across to some people as me being stuck up, which really isn't the case. I'm just scared to talk to you, bro. I swear that's all it is. Like, I'm such a shy person, and it's like it comes across as standoffish, but I promise it's not like anything like that. I'm just like nervous. How did you know that you were going to be in the position you are in today? I did not know, child. I kind of knew because my taste was like so hectic. Also, I'm not nowhere near where I want to be. No, I just have difficulty accepting what I have. And not in a negative way. I mean, like, I always want to go to the next step. Like, I have better way to put it is that I hate being stagnant. I've never been a person that likes routine. I've never been a person that likes like living every day, like knowing what my Monday to Friday looks like. I've never been a person that likes that. So when I was doing that, it was awful. So I knew that I had to do something, So that's kind of what it is. Like, I'm not an early bird at all. And growing up, I used to be told, you'll never be anything, you'll never succeed in life. Because I hated waking up I've always hated waking up in the morning. I hate early mornings. Like, I don't do good with, like, if you want me to pull an all-nighter, I can do that. I can work until 4 a.m. Like, I'm good working until 4 a.m. Tell me to wake up at 4 a.m. though? Side eye. So I knew that, first of all, I can't do corporate and I can't do 9 to 5. I just can't. Advice for young women in their 20s who want to start their business. Start it. Literally, that's it. Start it. Just start. Just start. That's literally all that it is. Just start. Like, literally try any and everything that your brain lands on. Just do it. Just do it. If it fails, it fails. Like, if you guys had any idea how many business ideas me and my husband have had in our lives, you would not believe it. And how many of them failed? Like, if we started 100 businesses, 89 of them failed. 89 failed. But you're just gonna have to keep going. Like, I don't know, I think maybe it's like a discipline thing in your head. Like, you just have to keep trying. We have this thing that we say to each other, that we have this thing where we say we have to roll the 6. I have to roll the 6 sometimes. Like, there's not a question of whether you can, whether you should, whether what happens if you don't, no, you just have to do it. You just keep rolling the dice until you land on the 6. That's all it is. How often do married couples have sex? I don't know. I don't know enough married couples to be able to answer that question. I don't know. Let's Google it. Normal is whatever feels fulfilling for you and your partner. That part. What's the best attribute you feel like you have? The best and the worst simultaneously, I feel like, is my heart. Because it could really fuck me up, but I love like how I feel like I'm so like loving. Like, I'm so loving and I want to give that most of the time I even forget about myself. I genuinely believe I have a really good heart, and I think I got that from my mom, and it annoys me about her, but I love that about her. Are you judgmental? That's what I was saying earlier. When I'm in public, when I'm like in social gatherings, I do try now to be more social. But when I'm in public, I'll literally sit in a corner there on my phone or like look around, and like imagine me sitting like at a function and I'm like, that looks judgmental, right? That looks so judgmental, but I swear to God, it's not even like that. Like, I'm just nervous. I'm just looking at everyone having fun and everyone just talking and interacting. Like in my head, I'm just going through so many situations. I'm even practicing saying hello to people. Like it's actually a joke. Like I'm the opposite of judgmental because things that people would be side-eyeing, I'll be like, yes, girl, yes. I don't know. It doesn't come across like that because I'm so socially awkward. It's not even a joke. Like I'm so socially awkward. You should post more selfies with a heart. I'll try. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. But yeah, I'll try. Do you want kids eventually? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I want more kids eventually. I want like 50,000 kids. I'm joking. No, I want 4 kids or like my mom, 3 kids. My mom has 3 children. What job are you doing and what subjects did you take in grade 10? Okay, I answered the first part in grade 10. In grade 10, I took geography. Do you know what? In grade 10, I didn't know what subjects I wanted to take, but I knew I had to take business. So I took business because I've always been entrepreneurial and I loved like the idea of business. I've always loved the idea of business and like making money independently and stuff. But yeah, I took business and then I took drama. And I took geography. That's so random, I know. Oh my god, now that I think about it. Drama because I just loved like acting in theater and stuff like that. And then geography was just kind of a gamble. It just was a gamble. I mean, I was good at it and my marks were good at it. So I think that's why I took it, because I really was obsessed with passing. I've never been someone that took school too seriously. Like I never did my homework, child. I would always get into trouble with the teachers for not doing my homework. I never did my homework. I never read the things that I was supposed to read in English. I just did not get it. I just was like, this is not for me. This is not what I want to be doing. This is not my life. That's the last question, you guys. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was gave you a better understanding of who I am and what I like and what the type of person I am. If you have more questions, leave them down below in the comment section and maybe I'll do a part 2. If I get 100 likes and above, maybe you can get a part 2 and part 3 and part 4, how many parts you want. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, please comment this emoji here, this emoji in the corner right in this vicinity. If you made it and watched the whole thing, comment down this emoji so I know you watched it, so I know who the real ones are. Okay? Alright guys, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you turn on the post notifications and we are